Ukraine, where Trump has pleased people for being tough both on Ukraine and on Russia in a very kind of plain-spoken way. Please play that clip. This is him with Sean Hannity.
People, they're great people. I don't want to do that, but we got to get this war ended. And if they don't make a settlement like fast, and Zelensky, I will say this, he wants to settle now. He's had enough. He shouldn't have allowed this to happen either. No. You know, if he's no angel, he shouldn't have allowed this war to happen. First of all, he's fighting a much bigger entity, okay? Much bigger. When he was, you know, talking so brave and so. Now, two things happened. They were brave, but we gave them billions of dollars. The United States spent $200 billion more than Europe. Why did we spend more? You know why? Because Biden never asked Europe to spend more.
So that's one area where, again, he's not flexed yet. People are mocking him for saying he'd end it in one day, but he's on it, and there's a real possibility he starts to have conversations with these folks and moves things. Same with Middle East. Immigration. There was a notion that there'd be raids on day one. Apparently, there were some yesterday, and now they're beginning flights. Please put up 106. Caroline Leavitt, White House press secretary, confirming what people are seeing on the ground and in the air around the country, that the deportation flights have begun. President Trump is sending a strong and clear message to the entire world. If you illegally enter the United States of America, you will face severe consequences. To your point, Dan, the problem, I think, with the posture you had, which is to say we embrace these things, but some of these things are too far. He's never going to deport 20 million people. Yep. He's just not going to. It's not in his interest to destroy the economy. It's too expensive, etc. So getting a bead on what he's actually doing. Did Democrats, you know, there'll probably be some images of these flights that might see a kid crying or something else. But should Democrats be criticizing deportation flights of criminals or not?
No, the party should say that we should cheerlead that. Again, we should not defend illegal immigrants who are criminals. And because it's the common sense revolution, right? Like, that is common sense. But where things get out of control, or where Trump just woefully overpromised and can't even close to deliver, we should highlight that, right? One of the things that he does is he makes these really bold statements. He does 30% of it, declares victory as if, like, I did everything. And that is where there are openings where he falls short, or he just can't outright deliver. But again, on something like that, we should applaud it.
Yeah, the problem, what I love about these roundups and deportations more than anything is that for 4 years, we were told the border is secure, Republicans are gaslighting you, there is no problem. And now suddenly within 24, 48 hours, we're rounding up criminals and sending them home. And so to me, it's the greatest illustration that we were lied to. We were told this wasn't a problem, that there were no criminals. In fact, the Democratic position not only was that the border was secure, but this is not a problem. We all support getting rid of criminals. Well, for 4 years, you didn't do anything on criminals, and Trump has exemplified and now shown that there was really a problem. So to your point, Dan, whether it's 50 criminals or 500, the bottom line is you're now seeing imagery, which right, it's about that, which is there is this roundup that we're now seeing of people, ICE detaining people who have criminal records and are getting sent out. And that, to me, makes people go, see, he was right. There is a problem.
Well, that's it. A is admit the problem. But I go back to 2009. All those House Republicans who deficit spent up the wazoo for 8 years in the Bush administration, found religion with the Tea Party in the spring of 2009, and were suddenly fiscal hawks. Everything, it's time to crack down. And to your point, Sean, it was a 180-degree turn in 4 months. Now, what they did was they went out and recruited candidates to run in races that were fresh voices to say, I wasn't a part of that, but this is what we're for. It is awkward, but you have to admit the problem and then go forward.